1.2, like whatever, as well as ROM hacks. So there's a bunch of like super brutally difficult ROM hacks. Thanks, Neat YP. Neat. Andreas Müller on the Lurrus deck. We play. Keeps their 7. I'm keeping my 7 too. Let's go. He dances. That's handsome Pete. He dances for nickels. Opponent says, you two, I'm a bit double queued at the start. Okay. Sorry, Larynx. We'll go back to our normally scheduled losing soon enough, I'm sure. Ooh, that's not what I want. Time for Roy's favorite. Opponent warned me that he was double queued just now. He's on the Lurrus deck. He can have Drown here. Let's see, this hand kind of sucks. So I think I'd rather Growth Spiral, just be safe. Probably on Spike's Lurrus BTL deck. You don't think it plays 2 Triomes? Sure. You thought 2 Spiraling when they got a tap fetch on our turn? Yeah. I don't normally go for that kind of line. I could have done. I couldn't honestly tell you why I didn't. So maybe that means I should have, but I didn't. It's an okay draw. It's all right. Yeah, I wanted them to counter. That's correct. I think if they do have counter magic, they're likely to go after this Prismari command on their end step.
Alright, here's the 411, folks. Say some gangster is kissing your fly girl.
Just give one of these. Whee! Cryptic me, baby. Do it. No. All right.
Would you please tell your son to stop?
We can't do it, man. That's discipline. That's like telling Gene Krupa not to go.
I'm gonna regret that a little bit when I land this run in 6. But we're going Ren and 6 into the fair this turn. Still want to get the free damage where I can. Oh, did the bot leave? I'm gonna try to fix it. It did. Yeah, fixed.
There is experimental therapy that might help Ned contain his anger. Well, Ned, how do you feel?
I feel fine.
You don't feel...
Alright, I'm listening.
Positively.
Both stage you.
How do you feel about me?
No, but I heard you out. Don't you feel heard? Do. I do. He's cute in Legacy too. Goodness gracious. I think I beat him in Legacy once. Nice guy. If he is who I think I remember. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I could not tell you what archetype this is. Exactly. Stop. Blue-black control?
Hello, my name is Mr. Snrub, and I come from someplace far away.
I guess, could be. Yeah, I'm guessing it's BTL. And I'm guessing they're going to go for Valky. And I know, this is the fun part. That's fine. I know I don't care about Valky. I mean, it's possible for Valky to be a problem. Yeah, it's a Valky list. I just don't know what they're on. I don't know which list they're on. I don't know if they're playing Reclaimers. I don't know if they're playing Ren and 6. They're definitely playing Lurrus. I can see it. So that's why I speculated it was Spike's Lurrus BTL deck, because it looks like Spike's Lurrus BTL deck. But I'm not sure. Break its legs. I bring you love. Nine-turn clock, baby. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Okay, they need to have specifically Fatal Push to blow me out here. Which they could have. But then if they grip it and rip it next turn, we creativity again and crush them. I haven't drawn a single extra turn spell, and I have 41 cards in my deck, so if I resolve the creativity this turn, they're going to get stomped. Come on. You don't have it. You never had it. Nobody's ever had it before. Shit. Yeah.
Here are your messages. You have 30 minutes to move your car.
Oh, crap.
You have 10 minutes.
Alright. You're under pressure. You better BTL now. Do it.
Your car has been impounded.
I could draw a remand.
Your car has been crushed into a cube. You have 30 minutes to move your cube.
God damn it. I don't have quite enough mana for this. Thanks, buddy. Personally, not many, Cub, but apparently Freak has won more than I have, and the damage alone isn't the only relevant thing. It's also the pressure it creates. People tend to start feeling like they need to interact with your dwarf tokens, and then sometimes you use that gap. Okay, this is going to be Archmage's Charm. Yeah. Ooh, Dr. Zayas. Yeah, that's true. Elvin makes a good point. And that's one of the reasons why the shadow matchups are not as hard as they might otherwise be. Because while they often are good at doing or being very aggressive, they're also putting themselves at a life total where if you can get the dragon in, sometimes you don't even need to hit a single time walk. Sometimes you can just hit a Prismari Command or a Lightning Bolt and that kills them, which makes it a lot easier.
Todd, would you like some mixed vegetables?
Hell no. What did you say? I said I don't want any damn vegetables.
Would you like some mixed vegetables?
Okay.
Would you like some mixed vegetables?
Am I just gonna go creativity again?
What did you say? I said I don't want any damn vegetables. Didn't want to eat his damn vegetables.
Oh, I didn't turn on Leorin board. Sorry. Hold on.
What did you say?
I'll give you a freebie for that one in a second.
Didn't want to eat his damn vegetables. Would you like some mixed vegetables?
Apologies to B-Boy Yo.
Man, no Bible stories for you tonight. Ned Flanders is on the phone.
This is about that stupid water again.
Maybe I'm not supposed to be as aggressive as I've been with my spells.
Sorry to bother you, Reverend Lovejoy, but I'm kind of in a tizzy. Our son Todd just told us he didn't want to eat his damn vegetables.
What was it? Asparagus?
Oh yeah,
You said a bad word.
I am very much on here, rearranged.
Well, cancel vegetables. What was it? Asparagus?
No, Reverend, the point is he said a bad word.
Damn Flanders.
Jeez. Ugh.
Didn't want to eat his damn
Vomits in value.
some mixed vegetables.
Oh, that's great, Zan. Yeah, I'm not surprised Search has been meh. Search is generally going to be less good than Growth Spiral or Explore when you miss with the dragon, and that's the only option you have. Oh, yeah, let me get the side effects. Oh, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Side effects may include dry mouth, nausea, vomiting, water retention, painful rectal itch, hallucination, dementia, psychosis, coma, death, and halitosis. Magic is not for everyone. Consult your doctor before use.
I'm gonna hold this in case I draw a Prismari command. If anyone's curious, the reason I'm not putting in the more dwarves is I only have one more dwarven mine in my deck, and they probably have some kind of wrath. And if they get it, I lose all my dwarves, I'm in big trouble. Snap, Archmage's Charm, again, is just like vomit value. I don't know if I'm ever punching through their hand, and now they have a blocker, so this game's looking really bad. Maybe the second Teferi comes in here and saves me, but this is tough. Yeah, that sucks. I get to see my hand. Plus they have 2 blockers for my 2 dwarves, so I think unless I draw Insanity this turn. Okay, they're grabbing their Lurrus. Okay, this is it. This is it. This is the only chance we have, really. So let's grab the 3rd dwarf just in case. Yeah, I know. They've just been casting Archmage's Charms. They went Archmage's Charm, Snap, Archmage's Charm. So. Targeting 2. Reminder, if they have a cryptic, doesn't even matter if they let the dragon come in. It's probably drown. Nope. Mana Link. Sure. Second Mana Link. Nope. Mr. Black. Another brandy. Too evil. Alright, they're gonna play their Lurrus. Gonna bolt in response to whatever they play. Maybe. Not likely. Cryptic Command will take me out of this game if they get rid of my dwarf. Not because I don't have any other ways to get my creativity off, but because I can't draw 2 in one go. Okay. One assumes they have multiple pieces of counter magic in their hand. I don't think that they do, but I wouldn't think that they didn't, or interaction of any kind. Which I guess means I should have left my dudes in play, but whatever. Instead of attacking into their nonsense. Okay. Irrelevant. Finally drew a Time Walk. Our density was insane on the Time Walks right now. Like, completely bonkers. Clock damage? Yeah. Opponent's getting massacred on clock. No good. Alright. I feel like they're still gonna treat this game like they're on the edge. I'm 4-1M, but it's looking bad at the beginning of this round. No, we're not canceling the stream later. Absolutely not. I'll drop from the top 8 for that stream. I know you wouldn't ask me to. I'm just saying I think if I top 8, I'm likely to die in the quarters. If I don't die in the quarters, I'm likely to die in the semis. And if I go to the finals, I think you'll forgive me. Oh, there's Psycho. Can't do that? Sure I can. Haven't you ever heard He-Man? I have the power. He-Man. Let's do it again. Come on now. What are you doing? I think they're trying to kill me. Always twirling, twirling, twirling towards freedom.
Abortions for some. Abortions for all. Very well. Abortions for some. Miniature American flag for all. And always early. And always early. And always early. Abortions. And always early.
Okay, I can pay for 1 mana leak. Let's go! Rats. Anyone's asking how often I cast Velomachus? There's your first cast of the challenge. Got rid of their Archmage's charm without them getting to draw any cards, so, not gonna lie, I think it was pretty good. Oh, I mean, they're just playing the Lurrus control deck very well.
Take her for a test ride.
And you'll agree, Zagreb and Zloteknir. Why growth out? This game is not likely to end fast. I think they played a Force of Negation against me earlier. Trying to end this game quickly is going to go south for me incredibly fast. I think that was the wisdom that Freak shared with me yesterday. So he was saying, like, these kind of matchups against these kind of players, you don't. Nah. Maybe you're right, Martinez. I don't know about that one. Sure, but we also have Veil of Summer to stop them. All of their removal, this deck that we're playing against, all their removal is blue and black. You have less bolts and no Jace. It's going to give you edges in some matchups, that's for sure. The Jace is not 100% necessary. It's just that Heliod is a really good deck right now. So it's in the list for sure. Sort of, if you're planning on playing it in a bigger event. I think in leagues you don't need the Jace at all. Command doesn't look that fresh. Command might be better than you think it is. It's a lot of card selection velocity. Because Command lets me discard extra creativities. I think I'm happy where I'm at. If what you're selling me on is like you want Growth Spiral over commands or creativity at this point, it's like... Growth Spiral is frequently very medium. A tie rack motor. What the heckaroonie is this, Mrs. Glick? What the heckaroonie is this, Mrs. Glick? What the heck is this, Mrs. Quick? That's the hand. Yeah, I feel like command is similar to what Spider Space just described it as. It's kind of glue. It's a very important little cog. They run discard. I don't know. I'm gonna hedge as if they do. Babble. Mishra's Babble? Targeting themselves. Sure. Mishra's Bobble or Mishra's Babble? It's up to you, but you can't have it both ways, alright, people? Just going on record with that.
Looking into this lovable nut size just melts my heart. Seymour, all is forgiven.
The real question is, are they playing Spell Snare? That's the question I'm asking myself. They're playing Opt. This is likely up for Opt. It's possible their hand is medium. At worst, this is a bluff of 2-mana interaction. How often do you brick on Velomachus? If you type !article, you'll get a link to the article I wrote about this deck, and you can get all the math on Velomachus for this deck. So that's the raw numbers, and then I believe I support that with the explanations of situations in which you're not straight bricking, because even though Velomachus missed a turn spell, it did thing X or Y for you that moves you forward towards the game ending. So I hope that is helpful. What? What are you talking about, Dry Boomer? That's crazy talk. I wouldn't stream it yesterday and today. Yeah. Well, it's like 73 to 75% at best on the first go. And then what happens is, as you go further down the rabbit hole, let's say, you will perhaps decrease the chance of literally hitting. Yeah, I think we're going for Renault. We might be casting Bad Explore right now with Veil back up. In fact, I'm sure we are. Correct. Yeah. It's all spelled out.
That'll be $300.
I don't think so. I got me 300 coupons to hand them over. Hey, kids, we're eating dinner tonight. Come on, Tiffany.
So, while resolving this now is great, resolving it next turn is also good. Would I rather do this now or later? This is the only thing this is the only question that's on the table. I want to do this now, put Ren 6 up to 7, but leave it vulnerable. I think the answer is no. Because we know they're playing things like Abrupt Decay that will one-shot Ren. Forces them to main phase Cryptic. Well, or Abrupt Decay, which we've seen out of them. But you're right. Something expensive. One bite, and you'll be hooked. It stinks. It stinks. It stinks.
Yes, Mr. Content Creator. Everything stinks.
Yeah, it's not the cheapest deck I've ever seen. I apologize for that. I mean, it is what it needs to be. There's nothing superfluous in the list. There's nothing that isn't there for a specific cause with specific purpose. Although we did talk last night, and I'll post it on my YouTube, about ways to massage the list, some of which are budget-ish. I'm really hoping this resolves. I know, I'm just... I wish it was both, right?
Clang, clang with the trolley.
Although it's not
Ring,
like it would stay
ring,
that way.
ring with the bell. Zing, zing, zing with my heartstrings.
Well, they could have force. They already played one, though. They scooped. Cool. Not surprised. They're concerned about their clock. Sorry, just trying to collect myself before the last one. Board into burn. Get 'em. Arr. Bolts in. Flame slashes in. Let's go. Okay. We got the Ren and 6 through on the play. That was the huge game there. How's the Jace been? Pretty bad. So we did talk about it last night. I understand people don't have an infinite appetite for content, but pretty bad. It's one of the worst cards in the main deck, to be completely frank. Snaps off their 7. My 7 sucks. Jeez. I'm not going lower. Maybe I should, but I'm not. Not usually not Frixity. Not Frosty XD? I think that's what that is. Nice. Those are good choices, Colby. Yeah, I know. Larynx, I know.
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the Freedom Fighters before the start of the rainy season. And remember, a shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Existence 81. Oh, they disconnected. They came back. You're also a judge. Lots of weird calls during KCI.
Okay, open your eyes.
Not a bad draw. I mean, anyone who didn't see the KCI ban coming. Valakut Awakening is in the 80 card version. I'm not convinced about it, Spider Space, but I'm willing to listen. The 80 card version is a different beast. I was watching Cherry X-Man play it this morning, and as I suspected, there's a lot of lines that I didn't maximize when I played it. So that's a good draw finally. I say finally. Play it. No charm. Wild.
You ain't thinking of getting rid of the dag guy, you Mo? I'm about it dag. The dag.
Daddy, this place smells like tingle.
I'm about it dag. The dag.
If they have Spell Snare, I'm going to be kind of ticked off here. But I have double interaction. Right, let's go on top. Because I played a land this turn, so I don't need to not. Fine is not the word you'd use to describe KCF. Fair. It's fair. Could you stop? Alright, I'll top it. Put Lurrus in their hand. Okay. So double interaction should beat them here. But let's get this land in.
Dinner with Fred, dinner alone, watching TV alone. All right. Dinner with Fred, dinner alone, watching TV alone. All right. Dinner with Fred, dinner alone, watching TV alone. On hook this already, please. I don't deserve this kind of shabby treatment. Dinner with Fred, dinner alone, watching TV alone. All right. Dinner with Fred, dinner alone, watching TV alone.
Okay. Can basically play a guaranteed Teferi after this. And have a Remand as backup. Why not Teferi first? It's just less mana to play the Ren and 6. And they find it to be a significantly threatening card that they'll want to interact with it. Teferi's pretty backbreaking against a BTL deck. Ren 6 is my top card. I'm gonna minus it just because the ways they have to kill it are all black. And I don't have a Veil or nothing. So there's no point in plussing it against their deck. It's not gonna soak up multiple burn spells or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Obviously, them getting the Lurrus into play is bad. Especially because I don't have a lot of answers. Snappy Ambush Viper? Well, they couldn't do it there. Plus, I had just put it Teferi into play. So, I was just gambling that they weren't immediately going to have an answer, that it was going to be more problematic for them. They would have had that for the Ren 6 anyway. Now I get to play Ren 6 with 3-man backup, which again, it's not necessarily as good as the Lurrus, but it's not bad. I don't have a second green right now. That'll be fine. I'm going to get the second green in a second. Yeah, slow Ambush Viper. The world's slowest Viper. Unfortunately, due to lifelink, I can't attack. But it's fine. Pleasant Graining Viper. Strolls up, announced to your front door. Doesn't tell you that the reason they're coming around is because they're registered as something they need to tell you about. And that's just the Lotus Cobra. Maybe. Yeah, we can't attack. Yeah, you're right. And I should be. Yeah, no, we're gonna attack. I should have done it. I didn't do it. I made a mistake. Not my favorite draw, but the worst. You're swaying. I'm going to play out a few more lands at least because Velomachus costs 7. I have to fight over the relevant spells, not the card draw. I want to fight over the card draw, but it's not worth it. Push. I will Veil basically anything I get the chance to, because I just need more action right now. Fight me. Correct. Okay. We're in Top Deck County. Yeah. I'm the Raw Dragon. That's the draw. Even Indomitable would be okay, because I can multi-target. Time Warp's fine, Saber's fine now. I can't believe it. Alright. I mean, I can believe it, but it sucks to come that far and just not have the one card. So now we're basically in a stranglehold. They can get the Valky now if they want to. They can do whatever they want, really. One turn too late. I mean... They're never tapping down. They haven't had that many turns to rebuild their amount of counter magic. But yeah. These control matchups are not great. Again, you can win. We did, but it's very difficult. They're playing Archmage's Charm. It's just... Archmage's Charm and Cryptic Command are really brutal. Yeah. Oh well. I'll be happy if I 5-2. Probably won't, but I'll be happy if I do. Is there any way I board into literal Carnage Tyrant? Yeah. I was actually just thinking about the technology that I used last week that was very good, which was Obliterate. Obliterate was very, very good with Planeswalkers, Ren and 6. Obviously, both of those cards can still be Aether Gusted, so... Thrun. I don't feel like Thrun is it's big enough. Thrun the Last Troll. That's a boomer card. Mm-hmm. Straight up, yeah. Okay. They got a time warp off me. That's it. Alright. Tough loss. Very tough loss. Oh, that feels bad. We were so close. We needed the top deck one card earlier. But that's one of the great things about this deck, is you always feel like you're in it. And also, we were the last one. So, that's nice. Nice turnaround. This is going to be the last round of the Swiss. I'm very unlikely to make top 8. So that's kind of great for me, because I'm going to be coming on later to stream some Simpsons with Emma Partlow. Actually, since I'm trying to go for partner, instead of actually hosting it on my stream, I might just hang out on her stream. But anyone who is following me today and wants to hang out, and you can probably ask questions at me in the chat while I'm watching Simpsons with Emma,